Ruby Rose, her number one subscriber on OnlyFans paid $62,000.
Oh my God.
For a 1 month subscription, but he made the payment in 1 day.
That dude got to be like a fucking he
crypto.
has to be like
crypto whale.
Yeah,
he's
bro,
a crypto whale.
That's fucking
Yeah, he's a crypto whale. Because apparently they pulled up a couple of videos where from like 2018 he was in the studio with Juice WRLD or whatever the case was. So this guy must have been into some money for some time. Now I don't know his complete background, but I know he's definitely into crypto because he already said, "Hey, I made most of my money through crypto, all this other stuff,
That's sickening,
Bitcoin."
bro.
And what's crazy was when I first saw it, and I made a video about it. When I first saw it, I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, this dude looks like he's never been outside the basement. But he ran into, although Ruby Rose says she ran into him, I'd highly doubt he ran into her. It was one of those situations where he must have been searching, because anybody who's got that kind of money, who spends on OnlyFans like that's a one sinister motherfucker.
You said how much?
$62,000.
The base Cybertruck costs $61,000.
Yeah.
The average American salary is like $48,000.
Yeah.
He dropped all of that for a 1 month subscription, where the actual subscription is $20.
But why? I'm getting it. Why did he?
Apparently he has some sort of affinity for her. But what made it so interesting was in the comment section on the tweet, there were two other OnlyFans girls. Oh my God, it's him. So it's like, does he have multiple other subscriptions? It was crazy. Then, to take it a step further, 2 days later, Ruby Rose on her Twitter, I only found this out because people tagged me, told me, I had to go do a video on it.
Yeah.
She released the text messages because I guess she gave him her number, because after she saw how much he had spent, he wrote endless amount of back-to-back messages. Then, because she wasn't responding, paid an additional $30,000 in an effort to get her to respond. She didn't. Then, this is what's so bizarre. Threatened to give her 10 Bitcoin. That would be equivalent to $400,000. So his total ticket at this point is approaching $500,000. This is $500,000 just to get a response.
Oh my God.
From her, talking about, yeah, I've loved you for the very first time. I ever saw you on Instagram. I know we'd be perfect together. And while I'm reading all of this, I'm like, yeah, for one, all money's not good money. And then two, this dude clearly is deranged.
It's weird because it's like, what the fuck are you, like, what are you thinking? It's wild to me that people think you can buy.
Right. Buy somebody.
Buy somebody. Me and my girl.
Right.
Yeah. Me and my girl were just
Astronomically.
fighting about this the other day. Or not the other day, like, not fighting, but we were in a heavy discussion about this today. Because I said, so the video I posted, the one that went viral, I talk about, like, long story short, it was a fake account.
Yeah.
Saying that, hey, it was pretending to be a girl saying, my friend needs someone to inseminate her. And I got all of these dudes that were just DMing super thirsty. I'll do it, right? And I made the comparison. I was like, yo, when a guy hears like sex, he turns his logic part of his brain off. In the same way, like girls with money are like guys with sex, right? So when a girl sees a guy with like money, I guess in this case, no, because other shit supersedes that. But when they see a guy with money, they're like, oh, but even if he's a red flag, they'll be like, but I like him for some reason.
Right.
Same thing with guys with, like, when it comes to sex, it's like, oh, they turn their logic off. So this is a perfect example of, like, this dude spending all this fucking money. For what, bro? You think she's gonna like you when you spend all this money? It's crazy.
Right, because what's crazy about the entire situation is the fact that here's somebody who's making, I think she's top 15 on OnlyFans, right? So she's already making
Who's
bank.
number one?
Number one, it might be, who's on that? Was it
I saw who
Black China was in the top 3. Black China was in the top 3.
Son.
Cardi B was in the top 5, and then what's her name? For Bella, I forget her name. She was on Shake It Up when Zendaya. What was her name? Yeah, Bella Thorne. That's what. Yeah, Bella Thorne.
I saw.
She's up there as well.
There was the Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah. Bad Baby. Yeah, she was
made like it was like 8 figures.
The day when she turned 18.
8 figures, bro, was wild.
Went on OnlyFans, made, I think it was like 30-some million?
No.
It was insane.
Yeah.
She made an incredible amount of money. But what made it so creepy was you went on to OnlyFans when you turned 18. These people were waiting, biding their time for an opportunity. Oh, she's legal now. We're going to pay endless amount of money to go. So you must
wild.
have been waiting. I remember years ago when Kylie Jenner had turned 18, they had a countdown on the E! Network
Oh, nah,
to her
bro.
18th birthday. And I'm sitting here like, nobody finds this creepy?
That's kind of like sicko. That's gross.
It's so bizarre.
I'm on a list.
It's my point exactly. Anybody who has that OnlyFans subscription, it's like, what are you really here for? Let's really keep it, because this isn't you just scrolling. Oh well, there's a new account. Because do they have an explore page on OnlyFans? I don't know how it works.
Well, so
Is it like a news? Like you have to deliberately say, I'm gonna go and seek this person out.
Yeah.
So if I now go on your very first day of you now being an adult, going, yeah, I'm going to go pay and subscribe. You must have been watching from way before. These are some sick individuals.
I mean, I feel like any person that spends on OnlyFans, it's like there's something like wrong there. You know,
Right.
because bro, you could go on like Pornhub for free. I don't like recommend this, but like
But it's not her.
there's levels.
Right.
There's layers to the fucking sickoness. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
Like there's people that like I don't watch porn. I don't know. It's gross. I don't know. It doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, the older
Right?
that I've gotten,
Yeah.
it's just, it doesn't work anymore.
But like OnlyFans at the bottom for you to be, no, I guess not even OnlyFans. The dude that spent 1,000, 62,000.
Yeah, 62,
That's
yeah.
the very bottom. But then there's like OnlyFans, and then there's like regular porn, and then like I feel like there's a fucking rabbit hole. Because for you to get that down bad is like ridiculous, bro.
Right, is it because you gotta wonder, what does your day-to-day look like?
You know, if you said this, and I'm not like condoning this, but like if you had said, oh, he paid 62 grand to get some coochie,
Right.
I'd
right.
be like, okay, like that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy. But David, you do have to say it's like, oh, like
At least it was.
yeah,
you
like,
got something
put a
out of it.
Yeah, you put a price on it. But for you to just do it for fucking a phone number and not get responded to, bruh.
And then exposed. And then exposed,
And then exposed.
to the
And-
internet.
And then offering more money.
More money.
Wait, so he got exposed and then offered more money?
Yeah, no, in the midst of the messages, he was right, because she hadn't put it out yet. But now I think it's been about a week since he was. I don't know if he created his own, like, a new Twitter account or something like that, because there's been a page that's supposed to be him just reposting this stuff. So unless this is something that he gets off
Man.
on, like, oh boy, I'm getting exposed to something. If that's like, what is masochism? If there's something like that,
Well, I think
then
for him though, maybe because she almost put a target on his back. She's letting every single OnlyFans girl on the planet know that, like, yo, this dude's a fucking. This is
Right.
the mark right here.
Right.
Get his ass.
But
'Cause
then
he's
at the
gonna-
same time, she also puts a target on her back, because it makes you wonder, going back to what I had stated earlier, this is a guy who just dropped 62,000, has all this excess of money, but was able to locate you.
Yeah.
And find you. Now, granted, you can say, well, you know, she has security and all this other stuff, but this is a person who has endless amounts of money. If you're somebody who's willing to drop that amount of money and threaten to give more, like usually somebody, oh, I can threaten to give, get your page taken out. No, I'm going to threaten to give you more money.
Well, that's a kink.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right. So,
It's called what?
findom.
A
Findom?
lifestyle activity in which a submissive is required to give gifts or money to a dominant.
Right.
So, like, you like being financially dominated by a woman or, I guess, a person.
But what's so
Crazy.
interesting in that, because it's a one-way relationship,
Yeah.
and it's transactional. Because if there was
One-way
in the-
transactional relationship.
Right, because
Wild.
if it was a
wild.
situation where she actually was responding, because in the midst of his message, because I read everything that he had wrote in the video, and I tried to read it in like this weird sort of tone to where it sounds like you're a desperate dude, but he stated that they had spoke briefly on OnlyFans, and that was just enough for him to go and say, well, I'll go and I'll pay more. I'll do
You know
everything.
what's crazy?
It's craziness.
You know what's crazy? This is the craziest part. Because Ruby Rose, all I know about Ruby Rose is she's getting dogged out by these rappers.
Yeah.
And they're treating her like garbage.
Right.
And that's what she likes. So for this dude, for her to like turn around and like expose this dude, it's like, it says a lot about the woman. But like a good example, I remember there was one, who was it? It was a rapper. Lil TJ. I guess he'd flown her out. And then, like, obviously, like, he flew her out, did the thing, and then he didn't book her a flight back.
Oh,
And then he posted a video of her crying. So she's crying because he won't book her a flight back, and then she didn't want to pay for a flight back. I don't know.
Right.
So
I saw that clip.
Crazy. So it's like this dude like flies her out, smashes, I'm assuming, and then doesn't fly her back out. And then she likes that. There's another one like DDG.
But why couldn't she book
DDG.
That's what's the confusion. Right.
So another one, DDG. I guess he had like broken up with his girl, and then he hits her up. He's like, "Yo, like, what you up to?" Like just like a fucking you up type text, because he was having issues with his girl, and this girl is like the type of girl that like responds to that.
Right.
And she doesn't respond to dude. Like that's crazy, bro. Like, and I feel like the guy should have done more research and be like, man, maybe I should come at it with this energy, but